Hey everyone, it's Andy here. Just want to give a quick update on the PUA, PEUC, and $300 FPUC Enhanced Unemployment Benefits extensions, 2021 extensions. That's so the 11 weeks that are now available in Michigan for almost all claimants. So this is really good news. This has been a while to get this program out, but as of Jan 30th, all these programs are available, and I just want to show you how this is working across the different claimant groups. So this is how I've tried to show how the programs are being rolled out. Most states are actually rolling it out according to these claimant groups. So you can see here in orange on top is where I have the claimant groups. So you have those who are currently getting regular state unemployment insurance or extended benefits. Then you have claimants who have active balances from the CARES program. So whether it was PUA or PEUC, depending on which one they qualified for, they either had 39 weeks of PUA left, or they had PUC, that 13 original weeks. So they had actually an active claim balance as of December 27th when the new extension program went into place. And they may have used up those existing weeks by now. And then you have those people who had exhausted all the benefits, which means they had zero balance, no weeks to claim after December 27th. So that's the other group that especially has had the most delays in getting the extensions available. And then you have new claimants after December 27th who've been unable to apply for these programs until states have been updated them for the 11-week extensions. So this is how most states have classified or done the rollout for these enhanced unemployment programs. And if you qualify for any one of these, you get the $300 payment. So the delays in getting these payments out for those who had exhausted benefits and new claimants is what's also delayed the $300 payment. So this hopefully gives you some categories. And I'm going to show you the status according to these groups, which should cover almost 95% of all claimants, that how this is being rolled out in the different states. So you can see here that the active and regular claimants who are getting state unemployment insurance, they obviously would not be qualifying for PUA because that was for freelancers and gig workers, not people who are eligible for regular state unemployment. They can actually now apply for the PEUC extension. So if they've used up their state unemployment, they can actually go in now and apply. And remember, it is a separate application. It is not just going to be automatic. So you have to apply for an extension. If you were qualified for state extended benefits due to the high unemployment rate last year, just keep filing until you use that up, and then you'll get instructions on filing for PEUC. So this is for this group. And again, these groups already are getting the $300 payment as well if they've continued to certify normally. Those who had active claims as of December 27th from the CARES program, they also can claim the extended weeks now, and that's actually been in place for a few weeks, but they can now claim it. So that group is all claiming it, and they're getting that payment plus the $300 payment. And then the biggest group that has had the longest delay, that as of Jan 30th can now apply for the extended 11 weeks. So on those on PUA, so they can now apply for it, and so from retroactive to the week ending Jan 2nd, they can claim those extended weeks. You start seeing it on their portal. Those who had exhausted the benefits and who want to go into the PEUC program can now reopen their claim to get those extra 11 weeks. And those instructions will be posted for them. And then those new claimants after December 27th, because the new funding was only available from December 27th, can file now. But just remember, on the PUA, there's additional documentation required now to get the 11-week extension. And it's different based if you're a new applicant, you have to submit documents within 21 days, versus existing applicants who are just extending the benefits have 90 days. But your state will give you instructions on what documents you need to supply to prove your income. And then there'll also be some identity and fraud checks because the PUA program has had a lot of issues with fraud. And then PEUC, this 11-week extension can also be filed for now. Claimants who get approved will get the full 24 weeks. New claimants that haven't used it before, but again, they have to use all the benefits by April 10th. And then if the program is extended under the Biden administration, they will be able to use the remaining weeks. So the good news is that as of the 1st of February, all these programs are now available. So people should start being able to claim the weeks, and they'll start getting paid, which I know has been a struggle for a lot of people in Michigan. So hopefully this is good news for them. I just want to show you now where you can see some of this information from an official sense. And I always say, go back to the official site to see the information. So if you look at the Michigan.gov site, so you can actually go there, michigan.gov/UIA, if you wanted to see it. This has the latest updates for all the Federal CARES Act. They updated this today. So if I click on PUA, I will see that the PUA program as of January 30th is now available. And hopefully that table summarizes all its information in an easy to read way, but it's the same information. So if you're doing a new claim, if you file it at michigan.gov/UIA, just follow that process. Those that exhausted benefits can now get their 11 weeks. And then again, this is important, you'll receive a notification by email and web alerting them to availability of the additional week. So even though system updates are done as of Jan 30th, it may take a few days to process the different batches. So if you haven't got it, don't stress out. But this week you should have an email or a notice, and I know some people have already been getting that, to get the PUA extended 11 weeks. This slide will just tell you a little bit about PUA. Like I said, it is for now it's up to 50 weeks in total, 39 from CARES and 11 with this new extension for really gig workers and contractors. And the reason why the documentation is higher now because of the fraud is that they have limited work history, and they don't have a standard W-2. So this page will provide you more information. Again, it's important. The documentation will be important because if you don't give documentation or sufficient, the minimum you can get is 50%, which is only 160. But if you provide documentation to show your wages were at a high level and you lost it due to COVID, you can actually qualify for the maximum $362. So it's important to submit the right documentation to get the most you can get from unemployment. If you go back to the page, you can also see information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program. So like I said, short in my table, who've exhausted the benefits can now apply. They will have to reopen their claim, and their instructions will be provided in their web notice on how to do that, and they'll get the 11 extra weeks. And again, retroactive payments for both the PEUC payment plus also the $300 weekly payment as of the week ending Jan 2nd. So this is the one here. So those who are on state UI, they will not receive PU extension automatically. That was the case previously. Now you actually have to go in and do an extension. And this is also more to check the benefit here and some other legislative requirements. So you will need to log into your unemployment insurance and then file the extension. Again, like I said, those will get 24 full weeks if you are a new claimant, but again, you have to use them by April 10th. So same thing what I put on the table. And then if you're currently on state extended benefits, you just have to keep staying on that until you use it up, and then you'll get instructions to move to PUC if you become eligible for that. And you can see the link here to open up your reopening your claim for benefits. So hopefully that gave you a quick high-level review and the good news that all these programs are now available. I know for a lot of people this is a big deal, and that this is going to make a big difference for people who've been waiting for several weeks. So you should get a good back payment up to 4 weeks for a lot of people, which will be a nice chunk of change for those people who desperately need it in these times. And I hope this information was useful for you. So if you find it useful, please consider hitting the like button below and always subscribe to get the latest updates. I'll post some helpful links below, and good luck to everyone. Thanks.